And we are live. Welcome back. It is your host, D Ball, joined by co-host Chris. It's sports related podcast. We got a lot for y'all today on today's docket. NBA is around the corner. Texas sports wrap up. We gonna be talking about Cooper Flag. We're gonna be talking about Victor Wembanyama's year three expectations. Giannis looked like he was flirting with the Knicks. I guess you say he was flirting with the Knicks. And then Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, is this their only chance to win a championship realistically? Chris, what's up, bro?
It was good, man. Not much.
What you been paying attention to? What's been going on, man?
Uh, man, I just been watching. First, let me just get this out the way real quick. Yeah, LeBron. Everybody that fell for the LeBron mess, that's on you. There's no way he was announcing his retirement like that.
Okay, I'll give you a yes, so we'll let you gloat because you was on it. You did. You said it kind of quick that it was a commercial, didn't you? You
Yeah,
kind of pointed
man,
out pretty fast.
I didn't seen this play before, bro. LeBron ain't going. Come on. When
And
he
what was he
announced his
promoting?
retirement, you going Hennessy. He going to Hennessy.
About for what?
Alcohol. He finna be he they brand. He their new partner or something.
What does that have to do with
He off the
anything?
Henny. I don't know.
So
Just
it
had
literally was a decision just to say that he's partnering up with Hennessy.
yes, yes.
I thought he was a family friendly brand. What happened to all that?
Man, he be a big old wine drinker and
Hennessy ain't wine.
Hennessy is not wine.
Man, I can't stand LeBron. So that whole decision thing was just about him partnering up with Hennessy.
Yep. Some dude got mad. He's suing LeBron because he bought tickets to his last game, to the
I hope
last
he
game
win.
of this season. So
I
he's
hope he
suing
win.
LeBron. Nah, bro,
I hope he win.
you dumb enough to do that. That's on you.
Bro, I ain't gonna say, man, people out here hustling. The economy kind of bad, bro. People think they got a little advantage in certain ways. They go try to take advantage. You hear LeBron might be retiring. You quick go get them last game tickets. Hopefully you can flip them. Get you a little extra bread in your pocket. Say, man, LeBron, pay that, man. You playing with people's emotions and playing with people's livelihoods. I support the
Oh
people,
man, yeah, yeah,
but that was pretty clever. I,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say that was good marketing, but I ain't rocking with LeBron. Hope the fan wins the case.
Whatever. But yeah, that's what I've been on.
Okay. Um. So Texas sports wrap up. We're gonna start with this. First, I would like to give a quick shout out to North Texas football, undefeated right now. Uh,
Yeah,
I had no idea they was doing this good until I just was on the ESPN app. I seen number 24 USF versus North Texas. They both, well, actually USF actually has a loss, and North Texas is undefeated. North Texas is actually favored. So I
hmm
was like, whoa! And if they win this game, they might
it's looking
have a
good for
chance
them.
to,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, it's been a long time since I seen UNT look this good.
Have you been keeping up with them?
Not as hard whenever I seen them start losing. I be knowing who they have and some of the coaches and stuff. I would keep up with that a little bit, but
So do they got any stars over there? You know?
I don't know. I think they have a pretty decent quarterback. I can think of the name right now. Maybe a receiver, running back or two, but
Okay. Hmm.
eh, yeah.
I might
I gotta
actually.
look into.
I was just gonna
Yeah, I
say I
was gonna
might
say.
actually watch the USF game because that's a ranked team and we gonna really see what they got. So
Hmm.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
pick up. We gonna pick up on that next week. See
Yep.
results if North Texas was frauds or not. Yeah. Okay. Another quick shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. They destroyed the Jets on Sunday. I have to give you
Yeah.
your props.
Yeah.
James Houston is our best pass rusher. You can
What
go
I
on
tell
collect your
y'all.
points on that.
What I tell y'all. I said, look at this man. You could tell since preseason. People can say it's just preseason, but at the end of the day, he out there making plays, and that's continued to happen throughout this season in the limited snaps that he's getting. It's like they don't want to allow this man to shine. Let James Houston play. That's James Houston, man. Let him play.
See now. Is he anything besides a pass rusher? Like, is he good in the run? Is
Man,
he good in coverage, or
we need a pass. What we bring in Kenny Clark for? What we bring in Kenny Clark for?
to stop the run?
All right, then we don't need everybody stopping the run.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, like, maybe they're the argument for them why he doesn't play more snaps because he's probably just a pass rusher. So we only go bring him in to rush the
I
passer. I'm just
Yeah, I get that. You right, but we got Kenny Clark, we got Clowney to come in and help stop the run, stuff like that. So let my man get some more snaps and get in there and get that quarterback.
speaking of clowning, bro. These numbers, number 42 is crazy. Number 42 for a defensive lineman is crazy, bro. What's up with
Yeah, I
these
don't know
numbers,
what they
man?
doing. They don't know
What
what they doing.
what did I miss? When did all these people just when did it just get like the wild wild west when it comes to jersey numbers? When did
Man,
this happen?
I think a few years ago they just started allowing basically they eased up on a lot of the restrictions on jersey numbers, and I don't like it, to be honest,
I
because
don't
it just
like it.
don't look right. You know, why
It
am I
looks
seeing Dante
crazy.
Fowler wear 13 as a pass rush? It
It
just don't
it,
look right.
it's crazy. I see. I hope the NFL don't lose the structure that I've come to enjoy and love because it's like you keep your foot on your employees' necks. I liked it. I don't want too much freedom. I'm sorry. As a consumer, I could care less about the employee. It's about my enjoyment of what I'm consuming. I'm sorry.
Dang.
But yeah, anything else on the Cowboys and how you feeling about our season so far?
I mean, we looking decent. Uh, Offense, we literally have a great offense, an amazing offense, and I think Coach Shoddy again is a tier one coach offensively, and then he just the way he just has these guys ready to play each and every week. I mean, we only had one starting lineman, our worst starting lineman, Terrence Steele, in the game last week, and we still walked up and down the field on the Jets. It's just like what more of a challenge do we need? Dak out here throwing, and this is no shade, to Ryan Flournoy, who I think is a really good receiver in year two. But how many teams does he actually start on? Now I like to
I
see him
I
more going
will
forward because I
say
like him.
Flournoy might actually be a player because Jalen Tolbert and Turpin, they've all been here and Flournoy has jumped over
Yeah,
them. And he's also
Flournoy.
already so
Yeah, no, I've always liked him. Just based off what I've seen from him preseason practice squad or just training camp stuff like that. But I'm glad he got his shine and got to do what he knew he could do. But I mean, Dak is out here throwing, doing his thing, making Jake Ferguson tight end one, George Pickens making the Pittsburgh Steelers eat it, and then shout out my boy Javonte Williams. I
yeah,
believe in that signing. Can't
I would
nobody
have
tell
to
me I was wrong about that.
apologize. I had to
Yeah,
apologize for the Javante Williams slander. I was
yeah.
like, I was not expecting this run game to be as good as it's been. The shout out to I forgot his name and it's sad, but the run game coordinator, the offensive
Oh,
line
Clayton Adams.
coach, Clayton
Clayton Adams. Yeah,
Adams.
yeah.
He needs more love, bro. Because
Hmm.
this is scheme over team at this point, scheme over player at this point. Because come on, man,
Yeah,
I didn't even know who was that Bass. I didn't even know he was still on the team. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, okay. So the
yeah.
fact that we doing what we doing with a makeshift offensive line, Clayton Adams, uh, hat off to him. But yeah, we got the Panthers next week, so if we handle business there, it's going to be a lot of false Cowboys hype. Because I think we're enjoyable. I like the fact that we are a solid team, and I like the
Hmm.
fact that I don't have high expectations, so I can just enjoy the football. When somebody stands out, it's
Exactly.
just fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Hmm.
But I hope people don't take this overboard. Let's just enjoy the team. I hope because
Yep.
you know people go start saying we can make the playoffs. Let's not start that. Let's not start it. Let's not start it.
Come
Let's just
on now.
enjoy it week to week.
Yep.
Okay, I had to talk about this. I know it seems like I'm talking about Texas every time. This is episode 2, and I'm already gonna have another segment talking about Texas football. But come on, bro. We went from top ranked team, number 1 overall, to out of the top 25. It's absolutely crazy. And I would like to dispel some Arch Manning myths. So I've been
Uh
hearing
oh.
the media. The media has baby Arch Manning with the likes I've never seen. I think you said it last week when you were like, if it was anybody else, they would try to say make him a tight end or make him a receiver or something like that. Arch
Mm-hmm.
Manning has been getting babied by the media, and I'm sick of it. Everybody's blaming the offensive line. Let me dispel this myth real quick? Florida had 6 sacks on Arch Manning. But coming into the game, we've only given up 3 total sacks and only one to Ohio State. This offensive line ain't been bad all the time. Yes, you can probably say they didn't look the greatest against Florida, but you can also say they aren't confident because the quarterback isn't confident and it's rubbing off on the team. This isn't the same team we've seen in week 1. Everybody's kind of they've lost their confidence from the coaching staff to the players. And I think that's what's going on. Arch Manning missed too many throws anyway. So yes, he got sacked 6 times. He didn't have the offensive line didn't have the greatest performance, but he also missed a lot of throws. Have you even been keeping up with Texas football, or are you out?
I'm out on this season. I'm gonna still obviously check in and keep in watching them. But that Florida game just told me everything I needed to know about this team. That they're not going to be serious. They don't have a real chance to win the SEC. They're not doing anything. They'll be lucky to even make the playoffs if they can do that. Um, Arch, just the fact that he needs another year of development after being there for 3 years and he was touted as a generational prospect. He's under the tutelage of Steve Sarkisian and he's still missing reads. He's still making late throws. He's still looking like a deer in headlights out there. It's embarrassing. It's kind of sad, and that the media doesn't want to call it like it is. I'm glad you calling it like it is.
Yeah, he's just not that good. It's okay. Everybody misses sometimes, but we gotta quit trying to find other things to blame, bro. He's just not good, and it's rubbing off on the team. Let's just keep it above. Malik Muhammad did go down to so he didn't even play this game. So that's why they got a couple of receivers that kind of went off. We didn't have our full secondary, so there was that too. But he almost got Parker Livingstone killed, man. He threw the ball like his throws will get these receivers hurt, man. Like they're too high. A lot of times they're just too high. So we have Oklahoma coming up, and it's a big game. And I'm gonna tell you this, Chris. Arch Manning does not start for Texas Longhorns next year if we lose to Oklahoma and Texas A&M. You heard it here first. There's no possible way you can bring him back, bro. I think he won't even come back due to his brand. Hey man, it's gonna be really bad if we lose to OU next week, bro. I'm just saying, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, yeah. And it probably will happen. John Mateer is probably going to come back for that game. We just got, I mean, the Florida. I know Florida has some good receivers with Dallas over there, but
No, easy done.
goodness, we just got destroyed. Um, O line literally couldn't do a thing. And I mean, and then OU, Texas OU is always a tough game. It's always rival, right? It's a rivalry, Red River rivalry, and everything. Like, but if OU is a better team, they not gonna. It's not gonna look pretty. If Arch can't handle the pressure of Ohio State, he can't handle the pressure of his first real big SEC game in Florida.
I just think I heard Kirk Herbstreit say it's a confidence thing with Arch, and his mechanics are a little bit bad. I'm like, what more is there to the quarterback position? And situational awareness. So y'all saying he lacks in situational awareness, he lacks in fundamentals, and he lacks in confidence. Hey man, it's going to be a long season, and I'm still on the train that he don't start for us next year. I'm just saying, Chris. But
Yeah,
anything else on Texas before we get into our main topics?
nah, man. Texas, they don't deserve no full segment. Like, hey, win against OU, I really show you some love. Right now, I don't care.
But going from rank number 1 to unranked, it has to be talked
That's
about. And just
that's
cheating on our offensive line, that I'm not with that, bro. We only gave up 3 sacks
nah,
in 4 games previous to this. So
that's
I'm not
nasty.
going for that. I'm not going for that.
No, Archie needs to take the blame for this, and they need to quit babying him. They need to quit babying him.
They have to. Okay, now let's get into some real topics. So the Mavericks, they look they look crazy against Oklahoma City C team. But you wanted to talk about this, and I ain't gonna stunt. I did see some stuff that I really enjoyed. I had to catch some stuff late because I'm in Dallas, so of course I can't watch the Dallas Mavericks. So I just wanted to throw it to you, and I wanted to get your thoughts on what was going on with the new look Mavs.
Boy, these new look Mavs gonna be something special. I'ma still miss Luca, but man, that boy Cooper looked good in that Mavs jersey. We got an all around, Swiss Army knife, a superstar Swiss Army knife guy. That's what we got in Cooper Flagg. A do it all. He looked confident pulling up for three. He looked confident bringing the ball up the court. He looked confident protecting the rim, protecting the paint. He looked like he could do it all. I understand it's just preseason. OKC didn't play none of their stars, or whatever. But he looks like he has great chemistry with Anthony Davis going on. And the Mavericks just look like a very, very deep roster in general. So I really would be scared of this team in the West. I think they'll be pretty decent and pretty good even without Kyrie Irving most of the season. Like the fact that people can drop their wins or whatever without because Kyrie Irving won't play. I think even if they didn't have Kyrie Irving on this team currently as it is, they would still win a good amount of games because they're still a very talented deep team. There are a lot of their bench players would be starters on other teams. I mean, PJ Washington, he may or may not start. He's a starter on plenty of other teams. Daniel Gafford, he is suffering little ankle injuries. He'd be a starter on plenty of other teams. Najee Marshall, great signing that you hated last year. He is a great player. The Lakers would love to have him. Mavericks got some dudes over there, not to mention some of the guys that we picked up this offseason. And D'Lo, I mean, we'll see how he do. But
Don't
I particularly like Nimhard. That's the dude I like. We got Ryan Nimhard's little Andrew Nimhard's little brother Ryan Nimhard, and he gonna be doing something for us.
It's interesting. It sounded like you was finna spit on D'Lo. I was gonna bring D'Lo up. D'Lo's pass to Derek Lively was crazy. People forget how good of a playmaker D'Lo is because how
Mm-hmm.
bad of a scorer he is sometimes, and how bad of a
Mm-hmm.
defender he is at times. But the playmaking is there. Uh, the thing with D'Lo that I like about his fit with the Mavericks, the thing about the D'Lo fit that I like, with the Mavericks is that with Cooper Flagg, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. Did you see that lineup? Did you see how much defense they put next to D'Lo?
Yeah.
Like you can
Yeah.
actually run D'Lo with plenty of lineups to where his lack of defense will not hurt you. You couldn't do that with the Lakers. So the D'Lo's playmaking, the lineup versatility, Cooper Flagg. I told you who did I compare Cooper Flagg to? I said he has some Kawhi in his game, depending on what he does in these fourth quarters. But I feel like that's the ceiling he can get to. He can affect the game like a Kawhi Leonard on both ends of the court.
Yeah.
Um, my question to you is because right now the over under is 41 and a half, and the Mavericks are projected to finish eighth in the West. If that does happen, would you want to move off Anthony Davis and Kyrie or both and just start building around Cooper Flagg, Lively, Christie, and go with a youth movement? How you feeling about that type situation?
I mean, that's cool, but I also honestly do think that kind of defeats the whole purpose of trading for Anthony Davis and trading away Luka Doncic. Your whole point in getting Anthony Davis to pair up with Kyrie was to win a championship. So if you're essentially trying to start a youth movement and build around it, that's a waste of a Luka trade. It's been a waste of 2.5 seasons or whatever. And you're never gonna win. If you the Mavericks should finish, in my opinion, in the top six. That's where I'm gonna have them. I don't care. I think they're going to be a well coached team. They're going to have a great defense anchored by Frank Vogel's defensive schemes and Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg. They'll have a great defense. Defense wins championships. And then, Anthony Davis can score. Cooper Flagg can score. Or he'll prove to be a scorer. And then, we'll get some help in the backcourt by some guys. Like they'll figure it out. But essentially, I think the Mavericks will be a strong defensive team, and that's what helps win championships. And then you add in the offense as you go throughout the season, and of course, bring in Kyrie to come and close the deal. Do I think they'll win the championship? Probably not, but I think they'll get close.
Um, no offense, but this Mavericks team reminds me of the Orlando Magic team of last year. The defense will be great, and I can see
Mm-hmm.
it. but I think the shooting is going to be a problem and the
Hmm.
scoring is going to be a problem. So the 7 to 8 range is about right to me personally.
Okay.
And my thing is when you get a guy like Cooper Flag and you can clearly see his trajectory is like he's going to be the guy. I don't think you should play around with it. I do want you to get this 1 year and really look and see what Anthony Davis and Kyrie can do with this nucleus. But hey, man, you get another generational talent, and hey, it's Cooper Flag time, bro. So if let's see what it looks like with a team that's built to win. But if they finish like 7th or 8th in the West, if they go out in the first round, there's no point in running it back. And yes, you can admit that you failed with the Anthony Davis trade, but you got to get off of him before he gets hurt. He's getting older. Kyrie, same thing. So I feel like, yeah, the Luka trade looked it crazy at the time. But if you are hitting refresh to hit refresh with generational talent, and then you still have two top 20 players to trade and get assets for when you're trying to rebuild and start your youth movement, I don't think that's a bad place to be, me personally. So my thing is, I like what you said, and it's like it will be a little if you get off of them this quick, but what you can get back for them to rebuild in the future, I think if this year is a dud, you might as well. That's just what how I'm feeling about that.
I guess that's maybe you got to admit your mistakes when you make them, but that's a big old mistake to be making.
How long would you want to see this project then if you don't want to get off Anthony Davis and Kyrie?
I say you give him this year, obviously, because it's the first year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get one more year. I give him this year and the next, and if we ain't figured it out, um, we don't look like real contenders, then A, the Luka trade has failed, and B, I mean, it's probably time to move on.
So if you had a chance, let's say something happens with how these draft lotteries go. Let's say like the Boston Celtics actually are worse than what we think. They get a top 10 pick, they fall into the lottery, it's a top 5 pick or whatever, whatever. Or just any other team. Let's say a good team that's just dealing with injuries, so happens to get a top 5 pick or a top 3 pick or whatever, whatever. And we get a chance to pair Cooper Flag with a Darren Peterson, a AJ DeBansel, or a Cam Boozer. You wouldn't want to move off them older guys to do something like that.
I mean, in theory, yeah, you probably should want to do that, but I mean, the older guys give you a chance to win now, and this is a win. You're supposed to be trying to win now, so
But see, what I'm saying is the Mavericks are projected to finish 8th in the West. They're projected to win 42 games.
mhm.
That ain't worth keeping together. I'm just saying because the
They
don't get
don't feel
overhyped
like
by this
I'm not getting
OKC.
overhyped. They don't feel like they don't feel like they're a 7th to 8th seeded team.
Okay, let's do this again. Let's
You
do
can
the
do
teams
all the
again.
naming. They're not going to feel like they're a 7th to 8th. Even if they finished it, they're still going to feel like they're one of the better teams in the West and that they can win it all,
Okay,
regardless.
if we were in the East, I would, you know what I'm saying, I would kind of listen to what you're saying. We're in the West, bro. This team is at its height of 17.
We haven't seen this team at its height. We haven't literally have not seen this team at its height.
My thing is, you are see you feeling you got your fan hat on,
I
and
ain't got no
I
fan. I'm
feel
barely
you.
man.
I feel you because Kyrie and he isn't here. But my thing is, where the points going to come from? Where the points going to come from? What's the like? I'm trying to see who are when it comes to which one of the top teams in the West can this damn Mavericks team beat? I'm just gonna start there.
Anthony Davis can't put up 25 to 28 points a night. Cooper Flack can't put up 15 to 18 points a night. D'Lo can't put up about 10 to 12. Lively and Gafford combined can't put up 10 to 12 or 18. Najee Marshall kick it in. PJ kick it in. Clay, he's splashing them threes. Jaden Hardy, he have a party.
That's a 43 win team, man. I'm
All
sorry.
right, bro. All
So
right.
okay. Best case scenario, what's your outlook on the Mavericks? Then we'll move on. Best case scenario.
the best case scenario, they this year, I can't see them winning the championship. I'm just being honest with you. But they make the conference. They can make the conference finals.
Oh man. Oh
That's
man.
the absolute best case scenario. I don't think it's as likely, and I don't know if it'll even happen. But that's their ceiling per se.
From the 6th seed that you projected them to finish with?
Yeah, they could, bro. Come on, I'm not really worried. They matchup wise can be good with just about any team in the West. Like I'm not necessarily worried about any team just
Three
being
six. Okay. Let's
overly.
potential 3-6 matchups. Okay. Timberwolves, Mavericks. Who you got?
Mavericks could beat the Timberwolves. Like
Okay.
that's not a crazy thing to say.
6 matchup. Who you got?
Who?
Mavericks. I said, let me give you one more. So Rockets, Mavericks.
Mavericks can beat the Rockets too. I mean, the Rockets are better suited to for the Mavs, but they can beat them too.
Okay, I like it. Okay. Okay. We'll see. I like it. Okay. Wemby, year 3 expectations. Say, dog, I will say this because I did really talk Wemby. You know how I am. But this is interesting. They say Wemby went from 7'3", 210 to 7'5", 245. He's fifth in the odds for the MVP. The Spurs are projected to finish ninth in the West at 44 and a half as their over under. What are your personal expectations for Wemby after hearing all of that? Wemby and the Spurs.
Yeah, Wemby needs to be All NBA first team. He needs to win DPOY. He needs to average about 25 to 28 points, 10 rebounds, about 2, 3 blocks, around 3, 4, 5 assists. And he needs to look dominant throughout the entire season. It's year 3. Maybe not dominant, but he needs to look darn good this year. Like, and he needs to win. He needs to contribute to winning basketball. I'm sorry, it's enough of this losing. You have guys around you. You have people that can, support and help this team, and you should be able to lift this team and uplift and get them out of the depths of whatever they're in. I've seen Cade do it. I've seen Paolo do it. I've seen Devin Booker do it in a sense ish. So I've seen guys that are in bad situations, bad teams, lift guys up out of the struggle of being that despite despair franchise and get them to the playoffs and get them into a winning situation. So it's time for Wemby to join that party and do the same thing.
What DPOY, like it's like, come on, bro. It's still glazed until he proves otherwise to me personally, because his numbers were great last year. Um,
He
the
would have
blood
won it if
clot
he
thing
never
was
got hurt.
unfortunate. He
He would have won it.
That's crazy on a team that wasn't even gonna make the play. That's crazy. But
You still stuck.
dude, how are you the defensive player of the year on a team that's not even top 10 in your conference? It's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, I guess. My thing is the expectations are high, but what would he have to do for the season to be considered a disappointment? I think that's really the better question, because everybody's just so high on Wemby. He's just going to be such a I don't see him dominating the NBA. I see him he's an all NBA level player. Like, I think he can get second team. I think he'd be second team all NBA. But will he be one of the 5 best players in the league? I doubt it
He
though.
should be. He should be. He should be, and especially the way
Why?
he's
Why?
loud, the way he's lauded, the way he's touted, all the things and the hype he gets, and Wimby should be the way that he's talked about, the way the kind of player that he is,
People forget
all
it's a
the skill
team
set that
sport.
he has. But it's a team sport. But basketball, you can impact. You can impact it so much more.
But we don't reward individuals in the NBA for individual stuff. You have to have the team stuff too. Like, okay, let's say they a 10th seed. Can he get all these awards from the 10th seed, man? This team is not bad enough on paper for them not to be good, and he still get all these awards. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and I'm saying that they shouldn't be the 10th seed. They gonna have to he gonna have to find a way to win.
Okay, so they're projected ninth. So for him to get all the awards he's supposedly in the running for, like, can we at least get a 6 seed? I think he shouldn't get none of these damn awards unless they succeed. You got De'Aaron Fox over there. You got Devin Vassell. You got a team that if you are who you say you are and who people are saying you are, at what point are you going to elevate your team to winning? That's my whole thing. You could do all this stuff. Bradley Beal, I'm saying, like, when are we going to start saying, hey, man, this individual stuff is great. You did it. This year 3. Elevate your team. Is that fair for me to say? Is that fair? I'm just asking.
Yes, it's fair for you to say, and I would have to agree. Yeah, then he needs to elevate the team. Um, but I still think he'll certain awards they'll probably still give it to him. I mean, so
I
maybe
feel like,
like you said, all NBA first team. It is more dependent, I guess, on winning. Depending, and yeah, defensive player of the year. I not as much in my opinion. I think he could win it from a lower seed. So
y'all are trying to see. This is what I've noticed with people in the media and fans. Everybody is trying to give Wemby all these accolades and ignore the teams. It says, nope, me. You trying to be who you everybody say you are, and you all that there. That team success got to come this year, bro. Yeah, he's never sniffed a play in.
yeah, he no, missing the play in, missing the playoffs again. I mean, missing the play in this year, year 3, especially with the talent that he's been surrounded with, is disgusting.
They're projected ninth. They're projected ninth. They're projected 44 and a half over under. I'm saying, say, man, you got to be hovering around that 47 to 48, in my opinion. You got to be hovering around that 6 seed, and you still got to have that individual success for me to label Wemby a legit guy that's arrived as a top 5, top 10 player. That's just
Yeah,
me personally. And I'm not
yeah,
moving off that. I don't care. Anything under 6 seed, anything under like 47 wins, 46 wins, say, bro, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear nothing because this team should be good enough if Wemby's good enough. That's where I'm at with it. This is basketball. If you're a great player, you can elevate this level of a team to a 6 seed. I'm just saying.
yeah. I would agree with you. Like this is not much excuses coming out left for Wimby and them. So
6 seed a bust, Wemby, for me. You ain't impressing me. Okay. Giannis and Knicks. Well, I ain't put nothing up for anybody else. I'm sorry. Giannis and the Knicks was kind of flirting. It's
mm,
kind of weird. Shams had a report. They was pretty much saying, they were saying what they were saying. But
mm.
how do you feel about the Knicks and the Giannis situation? Like, what do you think is going?
I think Giannis just wants to win. Like he said, he even said today in a report or whatever that he believes in this team. He believes in the Bucks. He thinks they can win. He's here for them. He's not going anywhere, but he wants to win, and he can change his mind in the future in 6 months or whatever. Like he said, it's okay if he changes his mind. So he's always leaving the door open to leave and leave Milwaukee and go to a place where he could be winning in a winning situation. And I mean, the Knicks are definitely interesting. I mean, any team would be happy to have Giannis. Um, but I mean, I think obviously Giannis would elevate them to another level if you had Brunson, Giannis, Towns, or some sort of combination or whatever. It's definitely quite interesting, and he'll elevate their ceiling for sure. And being in the East, it'll definitely make things a little easier. Um, but this is the house that Giannis built. This is the Bucks that Giannis made, and Giannis is also lauded as one of the greatest players in the NBA history, top 1, 2 power forward probably by the end of his career. Um, so it in a sense, Giannis does need to do a little bit more winning.
Um, I don't like it. I don't like that Giannis is kind of setting himself up to kind of run away from the Bucks. He's kind of running
Hmm.
from like this is kind of everything we kind of say that the American players do, and the fact that he's going to try to do something similar, I don't think that's a good look. That's just me personally. I think he needs to stay in Milwaukee and whatever happens, happens. Um, I have a hot take because Giannis in the Bucks, they over unders at 42 and a half. They projected to finish eighth in the East. Giannis is also projected to finish top four MVP. He's at fourth right now. This team ain't terrible, bro. This team is not terrible, and I could actually see a world where they can get like that fourth seed because I think right now projected, I think the Hawks are the fourth projected to finish in the East. I think it's the Cavs. Well, I know it's the Cavs, the Knicks, the Magic, the Hawks, and I'm not too sure who's fifth. But anything after that, they should be able to get even that fourth spot. There should be a world where Giannis and the Bucks could be better than the damn Hawks. There should be a
I,
world.
yeah, I don't even. I personally would have Giannis and them over the like, but that's just me.
And it goes back to just how I view basketball players. If you are who you say you are, honest, Giannis, you should elevate this thing.
Yeah.
Y'all just added Miles Turner. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
have Cal Kuzma over there. Y'all got Kevin Porter Jr. You got Gary Trent Jr., Bobby Portis. You just brought in Cole Anthony. You got
Mm-hmm.
AJ Green. You got
Mm-hmm.
7, 8 players that I really like. Rob Wallace has been looking good. Like, no, make it work. You got Doc Rivers, who, but y'all should just you should make it work. Now, I'm not saying you have to win a championship, but you should be competitive in the East and finishing eighth in the. I mean, yeah, finishing eighth in the East is crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's just crazy to me. So yeah,
And what constitutes as, oh, I don't know if I can win here? Is it the fact that, oh, we made it to the conference finals and we lost? That's on you. That's not on being in no losing on a losing situation. Is that the case where you're like, oh, I might just have to bail because we can't win? If this is not like necessarily a second round exit team. This is not necessarily to have to be like, first or second round exit team. When you have Giannis on the team and he's healthy, this team can make it to the conference finals. And if you make it to the conference finals, you have a good chance of going to the finals. So I personally don't think he really has a good excuse to leave Milwaukee. I think he just wants the excuse to leave Milwaukee and the opportunity to run to the Knicks if he wanted to get an easy path to the finals.
and that's my point too. Like, dude, you the Hawks, like we already kind of went over this. The Hawks are over you. The Celtics are still over you with Jason Tatum injury. They have the 76ers over you. They have the Pistons over you. You should take that personally. Like they're basically saying you're not good enough to be better than those teams. Those teams ain't no world beaters when you start to look at
Mm-mm.
their roster and their best players and they depth. Milwaukee should be just as good as those other teams. Now, not being better than Cleveland, Orlando, and the Knicks, okay, that's understandable. But
Yeah.
anybody else outside of that, no, that's going to fall on you, Giannis. And you can't use, oh, well, we can't compete. Like you said, if y'all can't compete, it might be you. And trying to run to the Knicks, I don't even see how that works. Remember, we said this about the Knicks, though, because y'all was doing all that talking about this Mikal Bridges trade. That knocked them out of contention for Giannis, really. So I still like the Knicks shot they shot they load or however that saying goes. So
Yeah.
you can't go over there anyway, sir. I don't even think that fits financially to where
Five
if
first round picks. 5 first round picks for Mikal Bridges.
yeah, Knicks don't have no picks to offer. And then if you give up the players, now y'all is falling out of contention in terms of having a deep roster. So if I was the Knicks, I'd leave that shit alone. Say, man, we got what we got, and yeah. So and he's only thinking about the Knicks, I guess. But if I was Jalen Brunson, I'd tell, hey, we good. Just me personally.
You're not saying we good to Giannis.
I am because what we have to, it's like with the KD trades. Look at the past 2 or 3 KD trades. You bring them in because it's KD, but then it's like you have to gut the roster. There's no point then at that point. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you're a great player, but there's only so much you gonna be able to overcome.
Yeah. You're right.
So I mean, you say, yeah, we bring in Giannis, but now we ain't got no shooting guard, we ain't got no powerful, no backup center. Like it's okay. Like, come on now. At some point, I'd rather have a deep team, 'cause as we've seen with the Pacers. I'd rather have a deep team than a star-studded team that's like top heavy. Because you will
Yeah,
be one injury away and everything's out the window. You could lose to the seventh seed at that point in this NBA.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think we pretty much on the same wavelength here. Giannis, don't try to run, and you should be better than what you're projected. Same with Wemby. If you are who you say you are, these 42 and 44. What? What top five players is projected to win 44 goddamn games with a competent roster? It's crazy.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, I have the Giannis situation. Say, bro, just stay in Milwaukee because there's really only so far you can go when it comes to leaving the team you was drafted anyway in terms of your legacy.
yeah,
Because you go somewhere else, you go look like a tag along, or it's gonna look like you forced your way out, and people gonna put an asterisk by the other championships anyway. So
yeah. I agree. I mean, look at his teammate, ex teammate Dame. I know he probably regretting forcing his way out.
just to go back, just go back.
Yep, yep.
Uh, so what are your expectations for the Bucks? Because I feel like you should be in play for the fourth seed. What are
They
your
should be in
actual
play.
expectations?
Yeah, I agree with you. They should be in play for the 4th seed, and they really should make the conference finals if they're healthy. That's
Mm.
going to require you beating one of the topper teams. Obviously, you got to beat Cleveland or a Knicks or a Magic or whoever else may potentially finish ahead of them. But you gotta just have to do it when you Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Cause my thing is, bro. Cause I was just thinking about that. Like they're projected to finish eighth. The Hawks, the
That's not
Pistons,
right. That's not right, man.
the
That's not right.
Celtics,
Come on, man.
the 76ers. Like he should be
No.
taking that personally. Quit worrying about the Knicks. Like this
Yeah.
take because okay, I get the roster when it comes to the but them dudes ain't trash, man. We seen them almost compete with them Pacers, and them was some close games. Like you a couple this and that away from pulling an upset comeback against the
Yeah.
Pacers. So I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I guess we didn't got to the bottom of this. Say, man, you should be in play for that 4th seed, and if you in play for that, I mean y'all just a few pieces away. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Anything else on Giannis and the Bucks before we move on?
Nah, Giannis, don't be eyeing them Knicks.
Yeah, he said keep your eyes on your own paper.
Mm-hmm.
Straight ahead. Okay, speaking of the Knicks, I think they are project. Well, they are. They're projected to finish second in the East. The Cavs are projected to finish first. And I was just thinking, Embiid's looking kind of off. Giannis doesn't have the greatest team. Jason Tatum is gone for the season. Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. I feel like this is the most realistic chance for them as the number one guys on the Cavs and the Knicks to lead their team to a finals and potentially win a championship. I think it's now or never for both of those guys. And I just kind of want to get your opinion. Um, how are you feeling about Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson and realistic chances of getting to a finals and maybe winning?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you here. Like this is wide open in the East as far as your top dog, Joel Embiid. He's not. They're not going to do anything. Let's be for real. Giannis Antetokounmpo doesn't have the teams he had of the past. Still have good roster, but he hasn't had the superstar teammates he may have had in the past. So there's that. And then other than that, it's a bunch of up and coming teams like the Atlanta Hawks and the Magic and the Pistons. But if you lose to them, then you just were never really ready. So
Yeah.
this is the perfect runway for you to get through the East and get to the finals. Just like I said, I think for the Knicks last year, I said really last year was their chance. They could have beat if they would have stopped handle business with the Pacers. They had a good chance of making the finals. They didn't. They didn't handle business. I know they dealt with some injuries and stuff, but at the end of the day, they missed out on their opportunity in the East to get to the finals. And same with and the Cavaliers. They dealt with injuries as well. But it's time for one of these two teams, Knicks or the Cavs, to make the finals. If one of those two teams do not make the finals next year, I would have some serious questions as the owner, as the GM, and looking at those two guys in Donovan Mitchell or in his surrounding teammates. I'd be looking very heavily at Evan Mobley, at Jared Allen, at whoever else that I consider Darius Garland. I'm looking at those three. If Donovan Mitchell performs well, I'm looking at those three and like one of y'all got to go. It just can't be. And same with the Knicks. I done traded 5 first-round picks for you, Mikal Bridges. You better give Jalen Brunson some help. Cat, I done moved heaven and earth to get you over here from dang Minnesota. You better help Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby, I saved you from the depths of Toronto. Get over here and do some work and get help my boy Jalen Brunson get to the finals. If not, one of y'all got to go.
Okay. I agree with you wholeheartedly because this is the type of thing if either of those teams don't make a conference finals, at least there's going to be some serious shakeup in those organizations.
Yes.
I will ask you this question: who do you think is most likely to not get to the Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks or the Cavs? Like, which one do you trust the least?
I trust, unfortunately, the Cavs the least, which is sad, and I really don't want to say this, um, because I like them bringing in Lonzo Ball and getting rid of Okoro. I really do like that move, and bringing having Hunter in and things like the moves they made have been great. But it's something about that team that I don't trust all the way. Um, it seems like a lot of the times Donovan Mitchell is left out to dry. At first, I was blaming him, but I've seen it's not really on him. Sometimes it's really he's been left out hanging. And then Jalen Brunson, he's been a proven winner. He's been shown to elevate his team and elevate the Knicks into winning. I understand he did get hurt last season during the playoffs, but he's had the ability to help have other guys step up. Um, but of course, they are starting a little bit of a new era with bringing in Mike Brown, so it may be a different story for the Knicks. And so maybe I should take in the fact that the Cavs have a little bit more cohesiveness and keeping with Kenny Atkinson and continuing forward in there. So I'm still going to stick with Jalen Brunson because I believe in him as a leader and I believe in him as a player and a winner. He's continued to show reason why that he can elevate and help teams get to winning positions. And I don't necessarily look at Evan Mobley and Jared Allen as guy and Darius Garland as guys I can trust all the way yet.
Oh, okay. Damn. I want to be controversial, go against you, but I'm literally on the same wavelength. I think, but it's kind of a little bit different. I'm not putting too much on Jared Allen, and I'm not putting too much on Evan Mobley. You know where I'm going with this, man. I don't trust Darius Garland, and I would get him the hell up out of there. Like, first of all, he was like 6 feet. He's never healthy. Don't play no defense when he does play. And I think with the maturation of Evan Mobley's offensive game, I think he's becoming expendable. I think if you could turn Darius Garland into Malik Monk and maybe like a ancillary piece, I would rather do something like that because yes, Darius Garland can be explosive offensively at times, but I think what has he done in the playoffs? That shit looked good in the regular season.
He ain't done nothing in the playoffs, but yeah, he looked good when he on.
In the I don't remember not one above average game that Darius Garland has had in the playoffs to where it was like, oh, that was a Darius Garland game in the playoffs in the past 2 or 3
Man,
seasons.
but I done defended him on this stuff before, man. He was hurt one time. He coming
He's
back from injury.
always hurt. He's always hurt. At what point are we gonna try to maximize this window? At what point does always hurt when he does play? He gets picked. He can't guard. He can't guard. He can't stay healthy. At what point do you pull the trigger and say, man, we got Donovan Mitchell, we got Evan Mobley. Those two are our guys. We have DeAndre Hunter. We have Jared Allen. how necessary is Darius Garland? If you can flip him and get somebody like, man, I think like a Desmond Bain, they should probably pull the trigger on that. But then they have Ja Morant, but something like similar like that, Zach Levine, something like that. Like, just get a bigger guy. He's too small. He's too small.
Yeah. I could see that. I understand that. I understand your thought process, your positioning on that, but man,
I because
if
I'll say, go ahead.
I'll say this also, if I'm a Lonzo Ball guy. I think if Lonzo Ball plays well and he can prove to stay healthy, he does make Darius Garland expendable.
I'm not trusting Lonzo to stay healthy. I'm not thinking about that part of it. I'm thinking in somebody that can play and they can add to the defense. They can still keep the playmaking above average. Donovan Mitchell should be the primary ball handler. We don't need to play his turn, my turn with a guy that's small and can't defend and not stay healthy. Like, at what point are we going to just call a spade a spade? Darius Garland can't stay healthy and he's too small to play with Donovan Mitchell. It's not even that he's just too small to play. It's with Donovan Mitchell, who's my best player, who's consistently been the only guy left to play in the playoffs. He's been the only guy left. And at what point are we going to say, man, this is our chance? This is their chance. They probably got this year and maybe next year because, like we said, the Orlando Magic are coming. Detroit is one move away from being right there too. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm way more nervous for the Cavs than the Knicks. The only question with the Knicks is how does the depth play? How does Jordan Clarkson? How does Yabusele fit in? Like, who steps up as their third scoring guy, whether it's Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, or can Jordan Clarkson supplement that? I really don't have no worries for the Knicks. It's just gonna come down to, can we beat like a OKC or a Denver if they make it to the finals? Can we beat a Cleveland or a Orlando or a potential Bucks if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? My thing is with the Knicks, we just gotta watch how it play out. I'm legitimately worried for the Cavaliers because I don't trust the Darius Garland piece.
I mean, yeah, I could see why, but uh, they were a dominant team last year in the regular season, but I guess it's just a regular season for you, huh? So they had a
Matter of
yeah.
fact, let me see what, like, because I'm sick of this shit. Let's see what has Darius Garland done in the playoffs. Let's see.
He's been hurt.
At what point are we gonna get out? I don't. That's not a good excuse.
It's not, but man, I'm telling you the reason why.
Like, at what point are we gonna say, "Hey, man, this dude's almost always hurt. He's good, but is he that damn good to keep waiting on? Is he that damn good?" That's all I'm asking. So, okay, let's see with the playoffs. So in 22 games, he's 17, 6 and 3, 17, 6 and 3. His percentages is 43 from the field, 34 from 3. This is terrible. Um 24-25. He was 18 points a game, 42 from the field, 29 from 3 in 5 games. Dude is buns, man. Dude is buns. Like, you can't argue with the numbers. In 23-24 or so, the year before when he got hurt, he was 16 points a game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 43% from the field, 35 from 3. Get him the hell up out of there, man. Anybody can do that. Come on, Chris. Anybody can do that, bro. We have to stop. We have to stop.
I'm giving him this year. I'm letting him have this year.
This is a man. Man. I'm getting off of that, bro. Because say I love Donovan Mitchell. It's just I want him to have a first shot. He don't get no first shot with this Darius Garland shit. 16 points,
He got a
42 from
60
the
win.
field.
He got a 60-win team.
But we just looked at the playoff stats, man. That at the end of the day, that's what matters, man.
I'm not finna blame it all on Darius Garland.
I'm not blaming it all on Darius Garland, but my thing is get rid of him. Get rid of him and let's do something else. We done tried 2 years in a row. That was 7. What's 5 plus 2? 7. That was 17 games. We didn't try 17 playoff games with this Darius Garland shit. When will we say maybe this isn't it? 17 games not enough for you? What you need, 25, 30?
I'm
How
saying
many?
half of them games, he was literally hurt and coming back from eye surgery.
Was that supposed? Okay.
I just give it. I don't. I'm me personally. I'm letting Darius Garland rock. We
So
gonna
the year before last year, you was playing hurt, right? So that was the thing. And last year you were unavailable because you were hurt. And those times that you did play, you weren't that good. I think those are all facts, and I don't see how any of that is good, and I don't know where's the silver lining in any of that. My thing is, oh well, maybe if he stays healthy, he could. Is that what we're doing with a team that's
yes,
shot is right now?
yes,
I guess, but but my thing is,
because he can help them score and run the offense.
I, I guess, but 15, 16 points. Say, man, I'm just saying we can get somebody else to do that shit.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. But was there anything else in the headlines? Because we pretty much covered all topics in record time. I mean,
yeah,
John Morant got hurt again. Is he? Is he? Can we just call him a what if player at this point?
man, he gonna figure it out. But
Figure what out? What is there to figure out? He can't stay healthy. You can't
he
figure
gonna
out
figure.
injury.
So he's gonna. Curry was getting hurt. His ankles was messed up in the beginning of his career, and then turn what happened.
John Morant ain't no damn Curry. For one, for two, the Grizzlies ain't no damn Warriors. So I mean,
Yeah,
it I see there's no upside for John Morant. I think he's peaked. I don't think he will ever be the apple of the NBA's eye. I think Anthony Edwards took all his shine. Uh, it's over
yeah,
John Morant, in my personal opinion. That's just me.
yeah. No, I get that. I don't know. Memphis, they always got a solid deep squad, but they stars can never put it together, and their stars can never stay healthy. So
Keeping Jaren Jackson over there, over Desmond Bain was absolutely crazy. It's absolutely
it,
crazy.
I don't know. It's questionable, but I also understand it. Like he was like carrying that franchise for a good while
He was the only
his
one available.
okay, then he was playing good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Desmond Bain was the only one available. How you get rid of the only consistent star that you had? That's crazy to me.
I'm I don't know.
So I'm just saying Memphis is over. Like you're being too nice. John Morant in Memphis is over. All
No,
that grittying and all
no,
that, it's over, man.
no, it's not
We
over.
ain't gonna see John
He
Morant again to the next NBA YoungBoy concert, man.
that's yo man. Hey, Memphis, hey, John Morant, Memphis, they locked in for a while and they believe in him. And they know if they got 12 and they got Jaren Jackson and the rest of their good depth and role players, they can make something shake.
Man, that boy finna start going into these LaMelo Charlotte conversations. Like he been being these LaMelo conversations, man. So
Ooh,
what's going on with John Morant? Can you really win with him? Can he stay healthy? It's gonna turn to the LaMelo stuff, man.
dang.
It is, and I love LaMelo, but I know you seen that screenshot I sent you. Say, man, these dudes was not they them not a serious basketball team. That's not a serious basketball team, bro.
No.
I'm still gonna watch because their very first game is against the Nets. So I mean, that's good. I think that's gonna be kind of interesting.
They might
But
score 200 points in that game.
bro, these dudes do not pass the ball. They take crazy shots. That way, Brandon Miller did not even look at anybody else on that thumbnail, and it was 12 seconds left on the shot clock, and he shot like over 3 people. This is not going to be good, bro. It's not going to be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I feel uh, yeah.
Do you have a team that you're worried about the most? Like, oh man, this could go south.
Mm, the Warriors could really have another bad season just because of their age, I think, and I don't know. It may be unfair to say just because of their old or whatever, but
Also, you think the Warriors could slip into the play in again? I'm
I
trying to think
think they
what.
could just based off of injuries and whatever else. But that may be unfair for me to say just because they have an older team. That doesn't necessarily always matter. I mean, the Lakers had an older team when they won the championship, so
Man, they didn't have 40-year-olds. They are excited about a 40-year-old Al Horford, bro.
hey, he looked good in the
Steph
preseason.
Curry is 30. Yes, the preseason is fucking. Yeah, he ain't played no games. How you gonna look after 40 games? How you gonna look in the playoffs? When we talk about age, that is going to be like you're fast forwarding. How would they look in game 67? Like that
Yeah,
is the thing. Man, that what Al Horford preseason? He ain't played basketball 2 months. He ain't gonna look good. What he gonna look like when he them 40-year-old knees kick in after a back to back? If he plays, like man, I ain't going, bro. This Warrior stuff is just absolutely ridiculous to me. Let me see before I talk too crazy about them. Let me see where they got them finishing. Let me see. Team wins. Hmm. Regular season wins. Let's go down to Golden State Warriors. They got them over under 46 and a half wins. This team ain't winning more than the Bucks, the Mavericks, the Spurs. That's crazy.
I do think it's crazy that they had him over the Mavericks and stuff, but
That's
yeah, I
crazy.
don't know.
So they're projected to finish three, four, five, six, seven, seven. It's not a terrible spot, but if the Spurs ain't better than the Warriors, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Just because they're younger. Wemby and
I
Fox
don't
be better.
know.
No,
I
Wemby and
mean,
Fox
no,
should lead a team to be better than the Warriors, bro.
they should, but still, the Warriors got a lot of good chemistry and they have
This
experience.
nigga
So
brought up chemistry and experience. You got a top five player. You got an all-star level guard. No, y'all should be better than the old ass Warriors, man. Chemistry and experience?
yes, you don't think that's
What?
important?
What are we doing here?
You don't think that's important?
Wembayama and Fox, and you talking about chemistry and experience? They don't even sound like a good sale.
I'm talking about Curry's chemistry and championship
Curry's
experience.
38. I'm not gonna be doing this with y'all, bro. This is not like the Kevin Durant Rocket situation where you have Sengun, you have Lynn Thompson, you have guys that are young or fit into their prime or in their prime. The Warriors have Curry and old guys, and he's old. This is
Yeah,
not. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. This is a young man's game. Wemby and the Spurs should be trending upwards. And even if it doesn't fit right, they should be better than Golden State. And if you think that they shouldn't be better than Golden State, that says a lot about Wemby and Fox. There's no possible way. Like Al Horford, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. Like what? Am I in the twilight zone? That team really don't sound good at all, man.
they gonna figure it out.
Man, 40-year-olds doing dribble handoffs. Man, I'm not going for this shit, bro. I'm not. I'm getting more mad the more I think about this. Like, oh man, this not gonna be no. Man,
Hey,
that's
we gonna have to
crazy.
see. I think they'll be mid to decent as long as they stay healthy. I gotta see them stay healthy. That's all I would say.
They go keep like a eighth. The Mavericks and the Spurs. It'll say a lot if the Warriors are better than them, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. What else has been going on? Oh, the Peacock. Before we get up out of here, I see some of the preseason game with the Cavs and the Bulls on Peacock. They scoreboard is terrible. Like
Dang,
the scoreboard looked terrible.
okay.
Reggie Miller's new co-host. I guess it was somebody's famous co-host dad. Somebody, I don't know who that guy was, but I don't know how I'm feeling about NBA on Peacock, NBC, or whatever it's called. I just don't know how I feel about it. And yeah.
I gotta see it and check it out because I haven't seen it too much. But I know a lot of people were happy about NBC getting basketball back. So
It should be like they. I mean, it's not a high bar to be better than ESPN's coverage, but that don't mean it's going to be good, bro.
yeah,
Like the fact that the NBA, the coverage of the NBA is just so bad across the board. It's just so bad. It's kind of depressing because I clicked on Peacock. The scoreboard looked terrible. And they was just talking nonsense. Like they was talking about Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones. Yes, like I don't want to hear nothing. I can care less. Like they were showing pictures of that. Like they just, it's like don't start that, man. Don't start that on NBC, man. We don't need it. It just some of the stuff they was talking about. It just was ridiculous. But
man,
I'm just flagging that for the NBC Peacock situation with the NBA coverage. Now,
it's preseason for them too.
Yeah, and it you can tell the guy who's co-hosting with Reggie Miller, he might be a nepo baby, and he wasn't. He didn't sound like he was going to be that great. I wish I would have found out who that was because I wasn't. No, I'm not that interested.
Was it Eagle? Was it I know Eagle?
It was somebody. It was somebody's son. It was somebody's son.
I know who you're talking about when I see him.
Yeah.
But dang,
I just expected better. I get it was the preseason, but
yeah.
Oh my goodness, is Reggie Miller? Is that he's going to be the number one? Is that he's the number one broadcast team? Hold on.
Nah, bro, don't do me like that.
We got to see who's the number one broadcast team real quick before we get off here. NBC, NBA broadcast team. Who's the number one broadcast team? It's Noah Eagle.
Noah Eagle. That's right. Yeah,
yeah. The Bronny James of broadcasting.
Man, he been doing this though. He ain't terrible. Come on.
So the broadcast roster features prominent game managers: Reggie, Jamal Crawford, Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Carmelo. I'm out.
Why you doing that?
Vince Carter is terrible. I'm sorry. Vince Carter is terrible. I don't know what. Tracy McGrady is terrible. He wasn't good on NBA Coast to Coast. Grant Hill, man.
Jamal Crawford is good. Jamal Crawford is good.
Nigga, that's 1 out of 7.
Reggie Miller has his moments. Grant Hill can be okay. T-Mac is not horrible.
So you got Mike Tirico, maybe, but
Mike Tirico is solid.
He's good. No, that's what I'm saying. He's good. So I want to see this. I want to see Mike Tirico, Jamal Crawford, and Reggie Miller as the main broadcast team, or are they going to do it in twos? I don't know how they do it, but Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, and Jamal Crawford, that combination maybe, and those other guys get in where they fit in. But say, dog, I don't know how I'm feeling about Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Melo, bro.
We gonna have to see it, man.
We gotta see it. But anything else before we get up off here?
Nah, man. Shout out to I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say shout out to Red Oak Shaw, but they ain't deserve it.
Man, my nephew team stuck it up so bad last week. I didn't go this week.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Nah, but that's all I had.
Well, this has been the second episode of a sport-related podcast. I'm D Noseball. It's Chris. And until next time, we are gone.
Come on, Texas, get that win.
Yeah.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.